What's up, everybody? Been a long time. Chanel left you. Canary Balance with another HipHop Today. Man, it's been a while, guys. I think it's been like 2 months since I dropped my last one. Been pretty busy, but I'm back. So let's get into some hip-hop and what's been going on this week. All right. So we got the passing of Jackie O. This was DC Young Fly's, I think, was it his wife or his girlfriend? I think it was his girlfriend. And she had 3 kids by him. And apparently she had went to go get a mommy makeover, and the doctor that did the surgery messed up somewhere, and she ended up passing away. This is my thing, I think that we might have to start making the women feel more secure in what they have, rather than, pushing them into getting surgery or feeling like they need to get it. I think a lot of girls do that themselves because of social media and looking at other women on it and seeing some of the things they get. But it would be great to see women go back to just loving what they were born with. It's real sad. R.I.P. to her. I feel for her children that she left behind, and for DC, and hopefully they get through that together. So we got some more IG models. We have Raquel and Melissa. So apparently they thought they were part of state property, or they were Griselda Blanco. They ended up traveling with $2 million worth of coke in their car and got busted, arrested, booked, and I don't think they're getting out. So it's fine if you want to live the fast life, but just understand that there are consequences. Sometimes everybody doesn't get away with it. There's always going to be people who get caught up. These cops love catching the bad guy. They're always looking for their man, or woman in this case. So a lot of these, I guess some of the drug dealers that they're messing with, they're under investigation right now. These cops know who they are, so they see who they're interacting with, they follow them around, they stalk them, and they got busted. So from what I heard, or what I seen, Raquel was a singer. She's actually worked with a couple of popular producers out here in Atlanta. And Melissa was a fitness model, and she sold sexy gym wear. So she was an entrepreneur. It seemed like both of them had a life that would have been fine without trying to sell drugs. But I guess they got impatient and they wanted to get fast money, and sometimes that don't pan out too well. So we'll see what happens in the future. Maybe, I'm pretty sure they're going to tell on everybody, so they'll probably get their sentences reduced. But if they don't tell on anybody, I think they're going to be gone for a minute. All right. Another IG model passed away. Talking about Tasha Burley. So she got shot out in Buckhead in Atlanta. She was leaving the club in an Uber, and then some guys pulled up to her at a red light and started letting off rounds in the car, and then drove off. They're saying it was a hit. So from the outside looking in, I don't know anything about this case or anything like that, of course, but I'm going to guess that it's over money that went missing. Like with the last girls I was talking about, some of these women be messing with real high-end drug dealers and then trying to finesse them, or whatever happens, and thinking that nothing will happen if something goes missing, basically. But RIP to her. And yeah, like I said, some of you women who are trying to get into this fast life, just know there's consequences to it, and it doesn't always pan out the way you might want it to. All right, talking about some rappers. Lil TJay got arrested again, but this time it seemed like it wasn't his fault. The last 2 times I think he was in possession of a firearm, and this time it seemed like he was just walking around filming himself on IG Live, and the cops just rolled up and like started asking, what do you got in the car, what are you doing, and harassing him. So hopefully this time around he can hit them with a harassment. But he tried to fight back a little bit, but ended up getting arrested and roughed up. And yeah, man, I don't know, with Lil TJay, it just like seems like over the last year he's just had a really bad year. Of course, he was the one that was shot 7 times last year, and then he's been arrested on weapons possessions, I think 2 times. And I think this was I think they said disorderly conduct. I don't know what they booked him for. It just seemed like they were messing with him. But yeah, another rapper going to jail. Speaking of that, also we got BlueFace that got arrested too for robbery out in Las Vegas. So now he has attempted and a robbery on his robbery case. And it's crazy because, you know, we all seen Erykah Badu had just told the universe to do his thing because of his song, the song that he just dropped. Let me look it up real quick. I was watching it, and I ended up playing it like maybe like 2 or 3 times through, and I thought it was funny. I thought that the song was funny as hell that he dropped. And he hasn't dropped nothing in like 5 years, I think. Oh, BDD. Okay. Yeah, saying he's not the baby daddy. So he had all the pregnant girls out there and stuff. And I'm like, this dude just made a Pookie anthem. And I was cracking up watching that video. It was a lot of fun. It was some real like true city boy shit. But yeah, so Erykah Badu said she saw the video, said it was trash, and told the universe to do its thing, and it seemed like the universe did its thing. So if you're ever messing with Erykah Badu, maybe don't, because she got some real strong powers and ties with the universe. Well, we'll see what happens. But these guys, yeah, they keep getting arrested back to back to back. And I don't think these judges are playing right now, because they handed out some decades. Something else that happened. So we all seen the picture with Drake. Drake painted his nails, and I was like, man, Drake, why? Why are you doing little cloudy shit like these younger rappers? That lets me know that like shit's kind of changing in the industry. When you got like one of the biggest artists over the past decade doing shit that like Playboy Cardi does, right? These are 2 guys on 2 different levels, and it's like him doing that just brings, I think it tarnishes his legacy a little bit. Like you know, Drake's kind of like one of the most popular artists. I think he's had the most number ones out of any artist, like more than Elvis and Jay. So, you know, he's been a pretty big deal, but like him putting on nail polish, it's not like a super big deal, but it's like, it's weird to watch a popular rapper do cloudy shit, because that's just not our generation. Like if you're over, I say like 27 years old, like wearing like yellow nail polish isn't really a thing. You know, our generation was like skinny jeans and stuff. Skinny jeans and both ears pierced. I seen a snippet of Cam's It Is What It Is. I seen Stephen A. Smith was on the next episode coming out. So I'm pretty proud of Cameron, like watching him kind of graduate and move on from rapping to podcasting or whatever and doing his own show. Only thing I don't like about it is that they play that little hood game, that hood pause game, like on like national TV. Like you can do it. That's like just little funny shit that you do with your friends, but I think in a professional setting, you probably shouldn't be doing that. Because if you want to be mainstream, that ain't gonna work. Let's see what else we got. But yeah, shout out to Cam though, because that's pretty amazing to watch. From dropping Old Boy to dropping jewels about the NBA. So let's see what else we got going on. Tory Lanez is facing 13 years. Travis Rudolph found not guilty. That was good, because I seen the video that he had with, I guess, his ex-girl. I think that's his ex-girl or side piece, something like that. I guess it is his ex-girl now though. But yeah, and she was talking about sending texts to shoot his shit up. Like, bro, do you think T-Mobile's not gonna, if you delete it out of your phone, they still have it. They have every single thing that we send to each other. It's not just like they can only pull it out of your phone or the person's phone. Like, every message that's sent from your phone, they make a copy of it. So, yeah, she said when she sent that text that she meant to shoot anything but a person, which that's not what that means. But I'm glad he was found not guilty. We got Shaq with Brittany Renner. I don't know what Shaq out here doing. The older dudes just kind of do what they feel like doing, I guess. Let's see. Nicki Minaj sued for alleged damaging borrowed jewelry. Damn, why they gotta sue her? She couldn't just replace it? Why is she borrowing jewelry? I thought she was worth like $160 million. Don't tell me she out here being cheap. Don't say the queen out here being cheap, guys. We got Krishan hanging out with Glorilla. That's crazy. That's quite the pair. I heard that I think they said DJ Drama wants to do a mixtape with Glorilla. A lot of people said they don't want to hear that. See, my thing with Glorilla, I understand she's not very lyrical at all. Like, she's very llama llama red pajama, but she's real catchy when she makes songs. So that's kind of like her avenue. That's where things kind of be working out. Ari says, why do Latin people think they can use the N-word? Man, when I grew up, a lot of the Spanish people did say nigga a lot, but it was a little bit different back in the day. Like, we used to kind of look at ourselves as like one big community back then. Of course, they've gotten more of their own identity, and Black culture has kind of shifted a lot from what it used to be. So, of course, a lot of people would pull away from it. But like growing up, I didn't really think nothing of it. And they usually said it as like a term of endearment. They weren't being negative about it, like how some groups might be today. I mean, honestly, I don't think at this point anybody should be saying it. Even though we do keep saying it. It says that Lil Durk allegedly paid J. Cole $978,000 for his verse on All My Life, which was $2K per word. If if he really did pay that much, that means J. Cole didn't want to do the song. Cause I don't think that J. Cole charged like, I don't think he charged Young Thug that much money. I don't think he charged 21 Savage that much money. Like, that just means that he didn't want to be on the song and he didn't like it. But Durk's new music is hot. Almost Healed, it's a hot album. They say YNW Melly can now get the death penalty for his sentence. Damn. That case been going on for a minute now. Oh yeah, we had DJ Envy and Rick Ross going back and forth. That was pretty funny. Rick Ross bringing out the beige rage and Envy. I mean, I don't really see why they were going back and forth though, because it seemed like Envy got his own thing going on like 3 or 4 times a year, and then Ross has like his one big event once a year. It's crazy that it got shut down like maybe like a day or two after they got on it on the radio, got into it. So I was like, I wonder if like Envy called someone. Alright, so yeah, I don't see too much else going on. I see that Rollo's out of jail and he was talking to Boozy. But I'm not really worried about that. Where's the new music at? Like, rappers be online a lot now. That's supposed to be the vlogger's job to be online. I hear some new Rollo hits. Rollo was actually dope before he went away though. Oh yeah, we're still waiting for Morant to see what happens to him. Honestly, I think they're just gonna suspend him for like 40 games and make him sit out half a season. I don't think they're gonna kick him out the league, not yet. I think that they'll give him like one more chance, right? And be like, don't do anything else. As long as you like do what you're supposed to do, you'll be fine. But I think he's gonna do something else and get kicked out the league. Cause I mean, there's just some guys that just self-sabotage, bro. You live long enough, you start seeing that shit. And you're like, man, I think you are scared to be successful. Like, I feel like you should have like OGs around, or I know his dad be around him a lot, but like why his dad haven't told him like, hey man, you gotta chill with that and pulling pistols out on IG and shit. Like, that's stuff like little teenagers like doing. I think Ja like 24 years old. Supposed to have grown out of that shit. So Al Pacino 82 and he just got his girlfriend pregnant. She's 29. She's cute. But that's crazy, right? Because by the time this kid's 18, obviously, I mean, I don't think Al Pacino's gonna be around, but he would be 100. But like, is he even gonna be around like on the kid's 8th birthday? Because most men, they're all gone by like usually like 79, but the longest is like 85, and then they pass away. Like, not a lot of people make it past 85. Oh, I'm so glad I ran across that fucking Danny Lee got arrested for DUI in Florida over Memorial Weekend. So apparently she had hit someone and dragged them, and people were trying to flag her down to stop, but she kept going. And then when they arrested her, she said she didn't hit anybody. So she was like drunk. She was like gone on the Jose. I wonder what like the baby said. Like, did she post bail or whatever? Is she still in jail? I know on the Breakfast Club, I think it was Just Hilarious who had said like we gotta like forgive her and we need healing, and she deserves forgiveness and stuff. But also you gotta take responsibility, man. You can't be out here like just running into people and driving drunk. Yes, we've all done it, but once you get older, you understand not to do little dumb stuff like that and not to risk your freedom. All right, so I think we're pretty caught up for right now. Oh, how come Summer Walker? I think they said it was in a song. She said she's tired of did she say white girls and Spanish girls being able to live their soft life? Like, bro, why would you as a popular artist say some shit like that? That's what I was talking about like people that just be self-sabotaging. Like, why would you call out like a whole group of people like that? Because obviously she's got to know that all of her fans aren't black. Like, there's a lot of people that like her music, and she is pretty talented, I can't lie, even though I don't necessarily like that brand of art, like that Massandra C trap soul sound. But you know, she has a good voice and she has some really good melodies. But like, why would you say some dumb shit like that? And you could live your soft life. Just stop picking pookies. But I mean, unless you're just too addicted and you can't move on from it. But that's on you. Let's see, there's something else. I think we ran across everything that I want to talk about. Yeah, so I think that's about it. If you guys are still watching, thank you. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Other than that, I'm Canary Balance, and peace.